Welcome back to this evening meditation session. So as usual, we are all gathering here at this time to practice meditation. So our mind works in different ways, in different forms and different times, because our mind is conditioned. And the way we brought up, the way we were taught, and those becomes more conditioned too. The way we are living now is shaped by that. And in a practice of a meditation, when you come to practice these cultural or any conditions that you were conditioned gradually emerge, and you look at it beyond the culture, beyond the nation, beyond the identities. So that's why this body hasn't got any identity, and this mind, our mind, also hasn't got any identities too. This is a natural truth, which is anatta, non-self. It's not permanent, not belongs to anyone. A person who is holding it as it, me and mine, a person himself or herself is ultimately doesn't exist. Conventionally it does. And that conventionally existence is because we are conditioned by the way we brought up and the way we understood. And with that, we have a fixed view of this or that. It should be this or should be that, in this way or in that way. So there is a duality within. But in a practice of a meditation, there is no duality. All what is there is awareness of what's going on. A free and beyond, free from all those concepts and beyond from any conceptual ideas. All what we do is to be mindful and aware of what's going on as the natural truth, nothing more than that. You're watching, you're observing, and you yourself again is a conventional entity. There isn't someone who is called you or me. All what is there is to experience what's happening. It's a natural truth. So when you bring your attention to be mindful of your body, you realize that this body always changing, always moving, always some form of a change taking place. And we can see very clearly by observing the breath, whether it's incoming and outgoing breath, or the rising, falling of the abdomen. You realize that this is changing at all the time. As the breath changes, or the rising, falling of abdomen changes, it also helps us to understand that our feelings are also changing. Is there any feelings that never changed? No. And in practice, we will be able to detect that and aware of that. When breathing in and breathing out takes place, mind is settled, mind is fully focused on the rising, falling of abdomen. At that time, there are pleasant and unpleasant sensations arises. Even the rising, when you're noticing the rising of so continue watching that. When it rises, sometimes you feel pleasant, and other time can feel unpleasant. So with this in mind, let's practice. Sitting comfortably, with a relax, making sure that there is no tensions around, and sitting upright, and bringing your awareness to the moment here and now. And in order to observe your entire body sitting here, you may imagine, if you are closing your eyes, imagine that you're sitting in front of the mirror and looking at your sitting body. And see that where is you feel that tension, uncomfortable, then moving around, finding the comfortable position. And once you have seated comfortably, make a conscious vow that throughout this time of a half an hour, I am not going to move. I'm not going to open my eyes, I'm not going to move my hands, and I'm not going to move my legs. And I will try my best to keep my mind with the object, with the primary object, the rising, falling of abdomen, or breathing in and out. So breathing in and out and rising, falling. And that's all I'm going to do. And aware, and with this you're settling your mind, uniting your mind, recollecting from distractions, and deliberately you're distracting yourself to this object. And the breath helps you to reconnect, rejoin, and settle. Every incoming breath and outgoing breath connects with your object, rising, falling. So mindfully aware of this rising, falling as breathe in and breathe out takes place. Do not count or do not interfere with the process. Let it flow naturally, normally. Our job is to observe. We are observer. observing diligently whatever happening around this place, around this area, in the primary object. As you're focusing on this rising, falling of abdomen, as you're breathing in, breathe out, without any interference within, gradually you will be able to notice some sensations taking place. Sometimes nice, sometimes not nice. Sometimes smooth and other times not smooth. Remember, when you are having different sensations at that time, do not conflict within yourself to watch the sensation or the primary object. In this situation, whenever you feel that the sensations are greater than the rising falling, then just leave the rising falling.